Hello guys, welcome to episode 7. So today we are going to be looking at some Fallschirmjager. Now this Fallschirmjager is going to be for D-Day and we are using the 100 points from the books, not dynamic. So we're going to go to New Force, we're going to go to D-Day German, and we are going to find the Fallschirmjager Company, which is here. So the German paratroopers. Anything in black is within your company is something you must take. Anything in grey is optional. So Fallschirmjager Company HQ, you get 2 MP40s for 3 points. Now you can equip those with Panzerfaust for 2 points. They are motivated on a 3+, they are veterans, and they are hit on 4+. So these guys are going to be a tough nut to crack. SMG with the MP40 is exactly the same stats as what you usually see with SMGs. Then the Panzerfaust is 1 shot, limited 1, anti-tank of 12 and firepower of 5+. It's not often I get kills with Panzerfaust, to be honest, but it does happen from time to time. I'm not going to, I know you're probably in your chairs like, why? I'm not going to give these guys a Panzerfaust because I think 2 points is quite expensive for just 2 dudes. Then we have the option, the stats stay the same, we have the option of adding those 10 MG42 rifle teams for 13 points or 7 for 9 points. So the MG42 Cannoneer rifle team have a rate of fire of 2 when halted, 1 when moving. They have the option of taking the Panzerfausts. They also have the options of taking the MG42s as well as a Panzerschreck team. Now the difference between the Panzerschreck and the Panzerfaust is the Panzerschreck fires further, 4 inches additional. However, the anti-tank is rated 1 less, so it's 11 opposed to 12, but they both have firepower of 5+, and they are both slow firing. So, oh god, 13 points is a lot of points. But you know what? Let's go. Let's go 10, and we'll equip them with Panzerfaust. We might add in some other stuff later on. We'll have a look. We'll do the same for this one. Or do we do a reduced one? No, same for this one, same with Panzerfaust, just to give them a bit of protection. We can add in another Fallschirmjager platoon, I was about to say Flames War platoon, a Fallschirmjager MG42 platoon. Might be something we look at. 8cm mortars. So the mortar, 4 for 8 points, that's very expensive. It's because of the stats, guys. The stats are really good for these. Range of 32, anti-tank of 1, and a firepower of 4+. You can also add in the 12cm, so 3 for 8 points. Again, the stats remain the same. Anti-tank of 2, firepower of 3+. I don't believe these guys get smoke though, so you can only use them as like your generic artillery. Yeah, no, smoke bombardment in the mortar section. So you got to weigh that up. Do you really want to take the 12cm if you can't use them for smoke? I think we do want to take some Pack 40s. Now the question is, do we want to take 4 or 3? And they have a halted rate of fire of 2, 32-inch range, anti-tank of 12, firepower of 3+. So these are going to deal with Shermans easily. When you think of allied armor, the only thing these are really going to struggle against is stuff like IS-2s. Everything else is pretty much going to do a good job. So I think 3 of those for 13 points is reasonable. Now do I want to add in another mortar section? Because these are 10-man stand, you probably want to be using these to assault because their stats are so good. So 4 mortars for 8 points. I really don't want to spend the points, but I'm going to do it for 8 points. We might come back and adjust these anyway. That's 54 points. Now we need a reconnaissance element to these. As you can see, they've got the Pumas, the SDKF said 250s, and we're not worried about the 21st or the looks. So I'm going to be looking at these 2. So the Puma Scout Company, you can take 2 Pumas for 4 points or 2 SDKFZ 234s that have the 2cm cannon on them. They are reluctant, so 5+ motivation. They will remount on a 4+, however, and they won't counterattack. Their skill is a 3+, and they will assault on a 4+. They hit on a 4, front armor of 3, and side armor of 1. So that Puma has an anti-tank of 9 and a firepower of 4+, which is pretty nice. So if you're using it in an aggressive manner, they might actually do some damage. And then we've got the SDKF 234 with a 2cm, so anti-tank of 5 and firepower of 5+ with their cannon, but a rate of fire of 3. So I think if you're going to do this, you might as well pay the 1 point for the Puma. but the SDKF said 250, just gives you 2 with the 2cm cannon, so exactly the same as what was on the previous one with that other half track, and then 1 with an MG. The stats remain identical. I think for the sake of 1 point, I'm going to go Puma. Just bear in mind there's only 2, so if you lose 1 Puma, you're going to be hoping that they're motivated enough to stick around, which looking like this, they're not going to be. But you do get Scout and Spearhead using these. So they act as concealed or gone to ground whilst moving, just not shooting or assaulting. And then that Spearhead, it gives you the additional 8 inches of deployment. Did I select that? I didn't. This is something you're going to have to get used to, guys, because I seem to forget to do that. Now, in terms of artillery, what artillery support do we want for our Fallschirmjager in Normandy, and what tanks do we want? We've got the reconnaissance, we've got the bulk of the infantry. What artillery do we want? We can either give them the 10.5cm artillery battery, you can even crew them with the old metal Fallschirmjager crew if you've got them, or we can go the Wesp artillery battery. Let's have a look. 10.5 centimeters, 14 points, gives you anti-tank of 3 and 5 power 3+, so it is very good for getting rid of infantry. Dug in, confident 4+, last stand of 3+, and veterans. However, let's have a look at the Wesp. The Wesp, you can get 3 of those for 9 points, exact same in terms of their stats, so that's good. Worst case scenario, you can use them as an anti-tank gun as well if they get within 24 inches. However, it is slow firing, so you got to take that into consideration, but it is 5 power of 2+, so it will be deadly if you do use it in that manner. There is one other option for us. Let's have a look at the Nobelwerfer. 9 points, anti-tank of 2, 5 power 4+. For free. I'm going to go ahead and use the Wesps for this one, so 3 of those for 9 points, 67. Now tanks, what do we want? We've got the Panzer IV 70s. We can take some Fallschirmjager Stugs, so 4 Stugs, anti-tank of 11, 5 power 3+, for their main gun with the 7.5cm. That might be an option, you know. Motivation is fearless, 3+, veterans 3+, so these are really, really good stats for a Stug. They're going to remount on a 3+, which is lovely. Front armor 7, which is really nice. Side and rear 3. So yeah, I'm going to go 4 of these. That gives us 10 points to play with. Now, being Fallschirmjager, and you can, I want to be able to use them as aggressive or defensive. I'm going to go and see what we can get with the heavy AA. Oh, so we're 2 points shy. This is where we might have to tweak our list, because this gives us our anti-tank of 14 and 5 power 3+. However, I think you can get a command card. Yes, the 8.8cm assault flag. So all 88 platoons in this force have the following rating: confident 4+, last man of 5, so just want to make sure they dug in, trained of 4+, and they hit on a 3+. But if you go 4 of those, so you can reduce it by 4 points. All 88 heavy platoons in this force have the following rating. Okay, cool. Must equal the number of 88 gun teams in force, so 4. So if we bring that to 4, and then we get 4 of these for 12 points, that gives us 2 points to play with. Let's look at our force. Okay, so we've got not a lot. Not a lot. We got the HQ of the Fallschirmjager Company, 2 10-stand Fallschirmjager platoons, with both with Panzerfasts. We got the mortar section for 8 points. We got the 3 times 7.5cm guns, the Wesps, the 488s, and the Fallschirmjager, plus the minus for the flak. We got an additional 2 points. It seems a bit light, doesn't it? It does seem a bit light. Now that might be because of the infantry aspect of this, which we know it is. And I'm also looking at this, what would I put in reserve? So we could put the Stugs in reserve, we can put a Fallschirmjager platoon in reserve. That would take us to 38 points, and then we can put the HQ in if you wanted to. That would leave us with 88s, Wesps, Pumas, Pack 40s, mortars, and an infantry platoon on the table. Okay, no, that's... Oh, is that good? Let's have a look. If we return to force and we just go a generic Panzer IV tank platoon, 4 for 22 points. It's the 4 for 23 points. The front armor's better. No, we don't want that then. If we go 2 tigers. Nope. 24 points. No, okay, so... this is interesting. Interesting. Oh, well, with the additional 2 points, we could put an OP in for 1 point. Like our trusty Panzer III with his machine gun. What about the Panzer 470? Sorry, Panzer IV. Panzer IV. No. Interesting. So 99 points, and we could go lucky, throw ourselves a lucky card in there. Just seems a bit light, doesn't it? It just does seem a bit light. I wanted to throw in another one of these. 9 points though. I could free up. What if I went 3? We don't need 4 of those. What about if I went like this? Instead of making these 10-man platoons, go 7. 7. I still don't think this is going to work. 9. Equip these with 2. Return to force. D-Day command cards, lucky. Clear and reset, 100 points. That gives us 3 lots of Fallschirmjager platoons, albeit reduced to 7. But then what would we leave in reserve if we weren't attacking? I suppose if we weren't attacking, you could just leave 2 platoons of infantry in reserve and the Stugs. That would be a nice little counter-attacking force to come on as well. Stugs supported by 2 rounds of Fallschirmjager that can assault nicely. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this actually. I prefer this to the 2 rounds of 10. So we've got the 2 MP40s in our HQ. We've got 3 lots of Fallschirmjager platoons, or we've got 7 MG42 and Kar 98 rifle teams, all with Panzerfaust. We've also got the Stummel mortar platoon, so the 8cm mortars, as an additional support to help pin. We've got the 3 Pak 40s as an additional anti-tank asset. We've got the Puma scout troop, the Wesp artillery. We got 3 of those for, again, pinning. We've got an OP. We've got 4 AA Flak 88s, but they've been reduced with that command card, so -4 points. And then the Fallschirmjager Stugs, which have those really good stats on them. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Those 88s are going to do some damage against heavy tanks. So we're covered on that front. Stugs, Pak 40s are going to be able to deal with anything medium, and then the infantry are going to be able to really contest those objectives. So yeah, really happy with that one actually. This is a force I'd be tempted to try at a tournament. Let me know in the comment section what you'd do to tweak this, if you agree with my thoughts, or if you'd add and subtract. I know some of you will probably get rid of the Stugs for Tigers, but 2 Tigers versus 4 Stugs, that's up to you. I think 4 Stugs would be nice, especially with these stats. I know the Tigers have awesome stats too, so it's a hard debate to have. A huge thank you goes out to my Patreons and YouTube channel members for making videos like this possible. Special mention goes to Oscar and Patrick. You two are absolute legends, being those Panzer Aces, or Panzer Stug Aces. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Remember to let me know on social media what list you'd like to see next, and then I will catch you at the next one.